Welcome to Hard Time Sports. I'm Matthew Schneider. Today's topic is NBA playoffs round two. I have to do my picks today because the NBA is so stupid. They decided let's schedule game one of a series before a game seven of the first round is even finished. What stupid idiots. So I have to do my picks for the second round today since they're going to start, which I think is stupid. Should wait until the round is over before you decide to start a second round. So here are my picks for the second round of the playoffs. Let's start in the Eastern Conference. You have the Boston Celtics versus the Washington Wizards. And you have the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Toronto Raptors. I'm going to take the Washington Wizards to beat the Boston Celtics in 7 games. Because the Washington Wizards have the best backcourt in the Eastern Conference in John Wall and Bradley Beal. Boston has a 5'9" point guard, Isaiah Thomas, as their best player, 5'9". He's not going to be able to do it himself. And plus, I think Washington is a better team than Boston. Even though Boston's the number 1 seed in the conference, I believe Washington beats the Boston Celtics in 7 games. Game 7 in Boston. Washington goes into Boston and beats them. Now, let's go to the other matchup in the Eastern Conference. You have the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Toronto Raptors. I think the Cleveland Cavaliers will beat the Toronto Raptors in 6 games because they don't have LeBron James. LeBron James will automatically make you the favorite to win that series, and I think Cleveland Cavaliers beat Toronto. Plus, Toronto barely got by Milwaukee, a younger team. They ended up winning the series, but in 6 games. But at the end of the day, I think Cleveland's going to have too much firepower for Toronto, and I'm going to take Cleveland in 6 games to beat the Toronto Raptors. Now, let's go to the Western Conference. In the Western Conference, you have the Golden State Warriors versus the winner of the first round series that isn't even over yet, is why I have to do my blog now, the LA Clippers and the Utah Jazz. Whoever wins, it's not going to matter because Golden State has too much firepower. They're too good. Golden State will beat the Clippers or the Utah Jazz in 5 games. They'll get 1 game at home, and the Golden State Warriors will win the series in 5 games. Because they have Kevin Durant, Draymond Green, Stephen Curry, and Klay Thompson. You have 4 All-Stars on your roster. You should automatically win that series. 4 All-Stars versus 1 All-Star and Gordon Hayward, who's not going to be able to do it himself. I don't see Utah winning, and I don't see the Clippers winning without Blake Griffin in the series, because Chris Paul would have to do it himself. So at the end of the day, Golden State in 5 games to beat the Clippers or the Jazz. Now, let's go to the last matchup of the second round. You have the San Antonio Spurs and the Houston Rockets. I think the San Antonio Spurs are going to beat the Houston Rockets. Better defensively, better team, more experience, better coach. And at the end of the day, they're going to put Kawhi Leonard on James Harden to slow him down. The only way Houston wins that series is if Ryan Anderson hits threes and other guys step up their scoring because, like I said, Kawhi Leonard is going to be guarding James Harden to slow him down. And everybody else for Houston is going to have to pick it up. And I think at the end of the day, I think Houston loses to San Antonio in 6 games. Spurs in 6. So, let's do a quick recap. Washington over Boston in 7. Cleveland over Toronto in 6 in the East. In the West, Golden State in 5 over the Clippers or the Jazz. And San Antonio in 6 over Houston. Those are my second round picks for the NBA playoffs. I'm Matthew. Enjoy the ball!